Humanity has long been haunted by visions of its own demise. From ancient myths to modern-day movies, the end of the world has always been a topic of fascination and fear. We tell stories of plagues, wars, and natural disasters that could wipe us off the face of the earth. These tales serve as both warnings and reflections of our deepest anxieties. But among all these apocalyptic scenarios, two stand out as particularly terrifying: nuclear war and asteroid impact. These events are not just figments of our imagination, they are grounded in scientific reality. These aren't just fantasies from science fiction, they are real threats that could have devastating consequences for our planet and all life on it. Scientists around the world are constantly monitoring these dangers, trying to predict and prevent potential catastrophes. While we hope these events never come to pass, it's important to understand the potential consequences of each. The impact of a nuclear war could lead to a nuclear winter, drastically altering our climate and making survival difficult. An asteroid impact, on the other hand, could cause massive tsunamis, fires, and a prolonged period of darkness. By comparing the immediate and long-term effects of nuclear war and asteroid impact, we can better grasp the magnitude of these threats and the urgent need to prevent them. Understanding these scenarios helps us prepare better and advocate for policies that could mitigate these risks. This essay will delve into the science behind these apocalyptic events, exploring their impact on our environment, our health, and our chances of survival. We will look at historical precedents, current scientific understanding, and the measures being taken to protect our world from these existential threats. Through this exploration, we aim to shed light on the importance of global cooperation and scientific advancement in safeguarding our future. The destructive power of nuclear weapons is well documented. A single detonation can instantly obliterate an entire city, unleashing a wave of unimaginable heat and force. Buildings crumble, metal melts, and countless lives are lost in a flash of blinding light. The immediate aftermath of a nuclear explosion is a scene of utter devastation, but the horror doesn't end there. The explosion is just the beginning. In the wake of a nuclear detonation, a silent killer emerges: radioactive fallout. Invisible particles of radioactive material are carried by the wind, contaminating everything they touch. This fallout can travel thousands of miles, poisoning the air, water, and soil. The long-term effects of nuclear war are perhaps even more terrifying than the initial blast. Scientists believe that a large-scale nuclear conflict could trigger a nuclear winter. The massive explosions would loft millions of tons of dust and smoke into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and plunging the Earth into darkness. This global dimming would cause temperatures to plummet, leading to a catastrophic chain reaction. Crops would fail, ecosystems would collapse, and widespread famine would grip the planet. The combination of radiation poisoning, starvation, and societal breakdown would make survival incredibly difficult. Asteroids, those remnants from the early solar system, pose a different kind of threat to our planet. While less frequent than human conflicts, the impact of a large asteroid would be nothing short of catastrophic. The moment an asteroid collides with Earth, the energy released would be equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously. The impact would create a massive crater, vaporizing anything in its immediate vicinity. Shockwaves would ripple across the planet, triggering earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis that could dwarf anything in recorded history. The immediate aftermath of an asteroid impact would be a scene of unimaginable destruction on a global scale. Section 5. The devastating aftermath of an asteroid strike. As with nuclear war, the initial impact of an asteroid is only the beginning of the story. The collision itself would release an unimaginable amount of energy, equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously. This cataclysmic event would create shockwaves that would be felt across the globe. The real devastation unfolds in the aftermath. The immediate area around the impact site would be obliterated, leaving behind a massive crater and a landscape of utter destruction. But the effects wouldn't stop there. The impact would eject billions of tons of dust and debris into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and plunging the Earth into a prolonged period of darkness and cold. This phenomenon, known as an impact winter, would drastically alter the climate. This impact winter would have devastating consequences for life on Earth. With sunlight blocked, temperatures would drop significantly, leading to a frozen, barren landscape. Ecosystems would collapse as plants, unable to photosynthesize, wither and die. Photosynthesis would grind to a halt, leading to the collapse of food chains. Without plants, herbivores would starve, followed by the carnivores that depend on them. The entire food web would unravel, causing mass extinctions. Temperatures would plummet, causing widespread extinctions and potentially pushing our planet into a new ice age. The cold would be relentless, and the lack of sunlight would make recovery incredibly difficult. Survival in such a world would be a constant struggle against the elements and dwindling resources. Humanity would face unprecedented challenges, from finding food and shelter to maintaining social order. The very fabric of civilization would be tested as never before. Section 6. Comparing the apocalypses, destruction and survival. Both nuclear war and asteroid impact have the potential to cause unimaginable destruction and threaten the future of life on Earth. But there are also key differences between these two apocalyptic scenarios. Nuclear war, while potentially triggering a global winter, would likely have a more localized immediate impact, with the most severe destruction concentrated around urban centers and military targets. Asteroid impact, on the other hand, would have a more immediate and widespread effect, instantly impacting a large area and causing global consequences due to the amount of debris ejected into the atmosphere. Survival in either scenario would be incredibly challenging, requiring resilience, adaptability, and a healthy dose of luck. Section 7. The Long Shadow of Extinction. One of the most sobering aspects of both nuclear war and asteroid impact is the potential for mass extinction. These catastrophic events have the power to alter the course of life on Earth in ways that are almost unimaginable. The sheer scale of destruction, the loss of habitats, and the subsequent collapse of ecosystems could lead to the disappearance of countless species. The environmental consequences of these events, radiation, climate change, and ecosystem collapse, could prove too much for many species to bear. Radiation from a nuclear fallout could render vast areas uninhabitable, while the dust and debris from an asteroid impact could block sunlight, leading to a dramatic drop in temperatures and a prolonged impact winter. These changes would disrupt food chains and lead to widespread starvation and extinction. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the delicate balance that sustains our planet's biodiversity. Every species, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in the web of life. The loss of even a single species can have ripple effects throughout an ecosystem, leading to further extinctions and the collapse of ecological networks. While the extinction of the dinosaurs serves as a dramatic reminder of the destructive power of asteroid impacts, it also highlights the resilience of life. Despite the massive extinction event, life on Earth eventually recovered and diversified into the myriad forms we see today. This resilience gives us hope, but it also underscores the importance of protecting our planet from similar threats. It's important to remember that we are not powerless in the face of these threats. Advances in science and technology have given us the tools to detect and potentially deflect asteroids, as well as to mitigate the effects of nuclear fallout. International cooperation and proactive measures can significantly reduce the risks. By understanding the risks and taking proactive steps to mitigate them, we can increase our chances of survival and safeguard the future of life on Earth. This includes investing in early warning systems, developing disaster response strategies, and promoting environmental conservation to strengthen the resilience of our ecosystems. We must also foster a sense of global community and responsibility, recognizing that the actions we take today will shape the world for future generations. By working together, we can create a safer, more sustainable future for all life on our planet. Section 8. Our responsibility in the face of existential threats. The apocalyptic scenarios of nuclear war and asteroid impact may seem like the stuff of nightmares, but they highlight a crucial point. We are living in an era where human actions have the potential to determine the fate of our planet. The power to destroy is also the power to protect. By investing in international diplomacy, arms control, and early warning systems for asteroid detection, we can reduce the risk of these catastrophic events. It's a collective responsibility that requires cooperation, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to safeguarding our planet for future generations. Section 9. Conclusion: a call for hope and action. The threat of nuclear war and asteroid impact should not paralyze us with fear, but rather inspire us to action. We have the knowledge, the tools, and the capacity to address these challenges and create a safer, more sustainable future for all. The choice is ours. By embracing a spirit of cooperation, ingenuity, and unwavering hope, we can navigate these turbulent times and ensure that our pale blue dot continues to be a beacon of life in the vastness of space. The future of our planet and our very existence depends on the choices we make today. Let us choose wisely.